now let's do is a new jump. So come follow me to the land of Abraham. This land's your land, this land's my land. The black
what are you doing?
Better than next man.
Yo, so that big head nigga.
Oh, you ready? Oh God, who's at the door now?
What do you
want?
Hi, I'm Tammy Brien, your new social worker. I'm here to talk to you for a little bit
About what?
about some concerns with your daughter.
Alright, I love him. Let me get in here. Come on in. Come sit down. You want a beer?
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
I'm good, thank you.
Alright, go sit down in the living room.
Do you mind turning it down? It's a little loud.
I guess. You mind if I smoke? Alright, so why are you here again?
I had some concerns regarding your daughter, and I was just told that I needed to do a real quick checkup to make sure everything was okay. But I wanted to explain to you that everything we discuss is confidential. Whatever we say will not leave this room. And I just wanted to let you know that unless it's harming you or harming your family of any sorts, then I will have to tell my supervisor when I get home. So, I just wanted to do a little checkup.
So, you're here to take my child away from me?
I'm here to make sure that what I've heard is true and or false.
Okay, so what have you heard?
I've heard that your daughter's come to school with some marks on her body. I've seen some marks all over her arms.
She's a kid. She falls down.
Yeah, but she came in and she was, stating to the teacher, she had talked to her teacher, and the teacher, she had said to the teacher that Daddy hits her.
Dad hit you? Alright.
So I want to make sure that we're clear that, this is actually true. This is happening.
Well, nothing's happening in this house.
Are you sure? Because, from the look that I'm looking around, I see some beer bottles,
Yeah.
some smoke.
Well, shoot. I'm not allowed to have a life. I'm raising 2 kids.
Hey, where's your second kid?
I don't know.
How old is she or he?
She's like 6, 8.
And how old is she?
6.
And is this Kendall?
Yes,
Oh, can I talk to Kendall?
I guess.
So, hi Kendall. My name is Tammy. I'm here to, sort some stuff out. Has your dad ever, hurt you in any way?
He hit me. Daddy bite me.
He bit you?
Yeah.
Whoa! What was this?
Yesterday.
I was at work.
May I ask where you work?
I work at some convenience store at down Dunn Street.
And just to make sure, is it okay if I take some notes?
I guess.
Just to, in case I need to let my supervisor know anything.
I guess.
So, how long have you been working at the convenience store?
I just started.
And has this been your first job?
Yes.
All right. And what does your husband do for a living?
He comes and goes.
And he doesn't,
Wow.
let you know anything? He just says bye and leaves?
No. He shows up when he shows up, like 3 o'clock in the morning with a whole bunch of guys. I don't see his paycheck.
All right. Well, concerning your daughter, I think the best thing that we could do in this situation, I don't know if you're okay with this, but is to have her in for some, some treatments, like, to ask her
What kind of treatment?
just to get her opinion on what has been happening to her. We'll have her talk to a specialist and see what she says, and then we'll have to take it from there.
How are you gonna get something out of a 6-year-old?
We have a special system at our place that what they would do is they would use games that would trigger her mind into, telling us some stuff. But other than that, she would just kind of talk to us when she warmed up. It might take a couple, tries, but we'll have to see, what happens when she talks to us.
Man, this is a lot of stuff to take in. I didn't know. Oh,
Can I ask you a question relating your relationship with your husband?
I don't really feel comfortable, but if I have to, I guess I will.
All right. How is your marriage with him?
Down in the dumps.
Does he ever hurt you in any way?
Nah, just a couple slaps here and there.
Sometimes,
What do you mean sometimes, Miss Kendall?
that's like my mom's face, like this.
Oh, well, we're going to have to talk to Mommy about this later. Would it be okay if we had a conversation, just me and you, without her in the room?
Candle,
What?
go play. Go do whatever.
No. Whoops.
Go put the book up and go play. All right.
Well, is there anything that you would like to, is there anything that you want to mention relating your life right now that might be bothering you?
Life in general.
Really?
Really.
Can you elaborate on it a little bit?
Well, let's see. I live in this shithole. And got no husband who wants to be with me. Got raised 2 children. All by myself. Gotta go to work. Got no help. Got no food. I'm getting ready to be kicked out of my house.
Well, is there any services you would like me to help you with while we're investigating your daughter right now?
What can you give me?
Well, I can look into either helping you get a better job, which might pay more. I can look into possibly getting you food stamps, which would then help you in terms of you can get some milk, bread, just kind of the basics, which most children and or families need.
I'll be living on welfare just like the rest of my family.
And then we can also discuss maybe marriage counseling with you and your husband.
Yeah. Good luck on that one.
Well, is there any way we could, get your husband to talk, or is he?
Like I said, I can't tell him that you're here. He's gonna beat the living shit out of me tonight. Cause you're here.
Well, all right. Well, how about I brought some paperwork with me, relating food stamps and marriage counseling and other things related to your daughter, which would be like maybe some help at school. I don't know if she's enrolled in school right now.
She goes when she feels like it.
All right. Well, they have what school does she go to?
Betsy Butler.
Well, they have a resource room which can help her in terms of making sure she's okay when she comes in, and just kind of watches her and will report to us every time she comes in with some bruises or something, and then we'll have to have a nice, another talk.
So I'm just supposed to sit here and let my husband beat the living crap out of me and my kids?
No, there's another. We could also take you and your children, and we can put you in a family housing without your husband, if you would prefer something.
Well, what if he finds me?
Well, we can have him. We can put a restraining order against him, and he can't come near you and your kids. If you would prefer that.
I guess.
All right. Well, let me look into that for you, and we'll see what we can do in terms of putting a restraining order, getting you guys a place to live, finding some clothing and everything else. And then we can go ahead and look into the food stamps, which I have the forms for. If you would like me to leave them with you today, we can leave them with you today, and you can go ahead and do them. And next time I see you, you can hand them in, and we'll get you started with that. And then what we could also work on is getting your daughter enrolled in a program to help her with the trauma she's gone through with her father.
Both of my kids you're talking about.
if you would prefer both of them to be put in. I don't know about your other daughter. If it's happened to her, I haven't heard anything about her, her coming to school with bruises. So if you prefer, we can put both of them in the program and see how they both take to it. All right, so we'll get that information to you as soon as possible, and then we'll go from there. In the meanwhile, every time that I come back, I would like to see this place improving, I guess, because I see beer and all that stuff, and that's worrying me about the children. So,
Because the only way I can drink away the pain.
well, then what we can do is we can get you some help in terms of maybe sobering up a little bit, stop smoking because it's really bad for the children, as well as drinking because it'll teach the children bad things.
So you're saying I gotta stop all the things I like to do, just...
Well, in terms of getting a good job, they're going to want to see that you don't do any of this stuff.
Alright, I'll do it for that. I'll do it for your kids.
And what kind of jobs are you interested in doing? What do you like to do?
I need to sit around on a couch.
Well,
This is my first job, like I said, and I don't know how that's gonna work out because my husband hates it.
well, do you work better in the mornings, afternoons, or evenings? What would you prefer?
I probably prefer to work during the day so kids are at school.
Alright. Well, what if we look into getting you a job maybe as like a secretary at maybe
Sounds interesting.
a shelter or something and see, I know they pay $10.50 an hour.
Nice.
How much are you getting paid right now?
$7.50 an hour.
Alright. Well, we'll look into getting you a job that's a little more, you get a little more pay, as well as a little more relaxed with the fact that you have children, and maybe that we can make sure that they're able to, if one of your kids are sick, they can work around it so that you can be home with your children. But in the meantime, we can go ahead and get you started and maybe you personally in a program to stop the drinking and the smoking, and then we can get them enrolled in their behavioral class for them to, talk. And then we can also see if Kendall, since I am the only one, I only know that she's the one being abused, can go talk to a psychologist about it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
And one quick question, does your husband smoke and drink?
All the time.
Alright. Well, would you like me to have him also enrolled? Or do you think
can
that
try, but I can guarantee he's been drinking and smoking since he was 16.
Alright, so I guess what we'll do is we'll just have you and your kids relocated to another home that is paid for.
And when is this happening?
Well, it's going to take a little bit of time because we're going to have to get you on. We're going to need to know that you can show that you can be a good mom. And
Wait. So you think I'm not a good mom?
well, from the way that your house is laid out with the beer and cigarettes, and that's not being a healthy mom.
Alright, well, I guess I'll try.
Alright.
Make any promises.
Alright. Well, what we'll do is we'll get, I'll, make a surprise visit again next time, so, every time we make a visit, it's, you're not going to know when it's going to come up. So, just, be prepared, and we'll, keep in touch. I can give you my number.
That'd be great.
And we can, make sure we get in touch. If something happens, or you notice any more bruising on your daughter, or your husband comes home and hits you, you give me a call and we'll make sure you get taken immediately out of your home.
Alright.
Alright, thank you very much.
Yeah. I guess I'll walk you out the door.
Alright.
Do you know what beer to take with you?
No, thank you.
Alright.
Oh, and I forgot. Here's, your forms.
Thank you. Alright. Bye, Miss Kendall.
Bye.
Have a nice day now.
You too.